Lafayette, Indiana, where tonight the number 10th ranked Purdue Boilermakers host the UCLA Bruins here on Big Ten Plus. And welcome to our viewing audience, an electric audience.
Since 1981, Purdue yet to win a game against the UCLA Bruins, so they're definitely going to look to do that here today.
Yeah, and big-time players make big-time plays in big-time situations, and that is hitting Eva Hudson right on the tee there. 4.21 kills a set this season, a .268 average. The junior outside hitter is continuing to lead for the Boilers on and off the court. We'll see her here tonight on the other side of the net. Sheridan Leverett. Leverett comes in 3.78 kills per set. She leads the Bruins with 204 kills. She had 14 consecutive games with double-digit kills. And if offense is how you score and win the game, defense is how you win championships. And boy, do we have two of the best defenders in the Big Ten Conference here for you tonight in Raven Colvin and Anna Dotson. Both players come in near the top in the Big Ten Conference in blocks. Colvin holding on to that top spot with 106 blocks, 1.71%. Dotson coming in with 73, sixth in the conference with 1.33 blocks per set. It's going to be exciting to watch these two battle it out in the middle of the floor here this evening. As the lineups are getting underway here in Holloway, they're getting fired up here. We're getting set to bring you this first-time matchup here in the Big Ten Conference. As we transition now to take a look at the starting lineups for both of these teams here this evening. For the UCLA Bruins, as we mentioned in the open, Dotson and Dodson. So we have two Dodsons, don't make it right, but hopefully they can score some points here tonight. And Dewick rounding out the starting seven for the Bruins. As we now transition to take a look at the lineup for the home Purdue Boilermakers. As usual, Chloe Chicoine, Eva Hudson, Raven Colvin, Lourdes Myers, Allie Hornung, and the setter, Taylor Anderson. We thank you again for joining us onto your screens here this evening. Uniforms tonight, a big-time matchup, and Hammer Down Cancer has become a big thing here on campus for the Purdue Boilermakers. It's going to be a weekend of Hammer Down Cancer games, the soccer game happening right now across campus, the volleyball here tonight, football tomorrow night, trying to raise money and awareness for cancer research. The Purdue Research Cancer Foundation continuing to do great things here in West Lafayette and in the Big Ten Conference. You see there Allie Hornung walking onto the floor after the exchange. The Boilers will await the opening serve. TJ, your first Big Ten volleyball game, how's it feel?
It's definitely electric in here. Very loud. Was not expecting such a great community to be here for volleyball. But you know, Big Ten, Purdue especially, they're known for having the house packed for their girls volleyball games, and especially against a Big Ten foe. It's going to be very electric and loud in here tonight.
Yeah, if you look up docile in the dictionary, there is not a picture of this place as we are underway here. Set from Anderson, Chicoine with the tap over. UCLA sets into the Boiler block. Colvin able to tap that one back over. Set up after the net. There'll be a side out for Purdue. Point Purdue, 1-0 here early on. So 1 point, TJ, and now we'll have our first challenge of the game as it appears UCLA will challenge if there was a touch at the net. I'm not sure, I didn't get a good look at that. I'm not sure if there was a touch. We'll have to take another look at that, but an early challenge here in this one.
It was definitely hard to see from our angle as we're sitting right here beside that the main part of the court, but it did appear that it might have tipped off the hand and went out of bounds. So the trajectory of the ball looked like it changed when it was hit over by the UCLA Bruins.
So the quick challenge pays off for Alfie Reft as UCLA gets the point after the touch from the Boilers at the net. So 1-0 UCLA. Kate Riley, the grad student from Manhattan Beach, to send it away. And that one is sent long. Point Purdue. An early service error for the Bruins. Now back to serve it away for the Purdue Boilermakers. The Lafayette, Indiana native, Chloe Chicoine. 5'10" outside hitter in her sophomore season, averaging 3.27 kills a set. What a dip, duck, and dive there in the middle from Audrey Pack. Pack known for her assists, 7th in the Big Ten this season in assists with 561. But able to sneak one over from time to time, so 2-1 Bruins now. As Kat Lutz is back, the libero just sent it away for the Bruins. Set by Anderson. Nice dig there out of the back row after the hit from Colvin. Into the Boiler block and a side out for UCLA. 3-1. But the faithful here at Holloway are trying to ask Dave Shondell to pull his green card out to challenge that one, as it appeared the ball might have gone off the top of the net and not the top of the Boiler block.
That's definitely what I saw off that play. It looked like it hit that yellow part of the net and just flew out of bounds. I don't think it ever made contact with any of the Boilermakers.
Well, the call will stand 3-1 as Purdue decides not to challenge, so Lutz will send it away. And the second service error here in this early set number 1, 3-2 UCLA, but struggling behind the service line early on.
Yeah, definitely can't struggle from behind the server's line against a team like Purdue. Like we mentioned multiple times, top 10 in this country. They're going to use those mistakes to their advantage and take advantage of that and keep pushing those points against you.
Now the senior Raven Colvin back to send it away. Set up at the net. Colvin was able to keep it up. Lourdes Myers gets it over. Set again. Boilers able to keep it off the ground to Hudson. Eva Hudson with her first kill of the matchup, evening things up at 3.
What an unbelievable play there by Purdue. Not giving up on it. You have a mishit over on that left side, but great hustle play in the back row by Chacoin, and she's able to keep that one up, keep it going. Another great dig there from Purdue on that second hit, and then even Hudson comes in and gets that point for Purdue.
Yeah, Hudson, the 6'1" outside hitter from Fort Wayne, Indiana, has been everything for the Purdue Boilermakers, as that service from Raven Colvin sails long. So the Boilers with their first service error of the matchup, 4-3 now UCLA. Audrey Pack now back to send it away for the Bruins. The Moraga, California native, 5'11" grad student. Anderson plays it to Hudson. Eva Hudson, back-to-back kills. We are knotted up at 4.
And that's something we've seen all year long. Eva Hudson loves to come over from that side, and they love getting it to her. She's great over there on that left side, great at getting a bunch of kills, and we see it right there once again, second kill of the match.
Hudson, second team All-American last season, first team All-Big Ten, also an academic Big Ten, a pre-med student here at Purdue. As that one is off the block of the Boilers, point UCLA, and look at UCLA's record, 8-7 this season, but don't be fooled, they're 2-5 versus ranked opponents, and last week upset number 24 Washington, and then earlier on in the season upset number 14th ranked Georgia Tech. So this UCLA team is dangerous. The Boilers lost earlier this season here at home to the Penn State Nittany Lions, looking to get back in the win column at home. Eva Hudson there on that last play wasn't able to handle the set. So a 2-point advantage now for the Bruins. Sydney Breon back to send it away. Hudson able to get that one. Anderson down the line to Kenna Woolard. Nice dig there by Dewick to Sheridan. Nice swing there, a 3-point advantage now for UCLA. A nice swing out of the front row from Kiki Horn. So advantage Bruins in the midst of a 3-0 scoring run. Oilers trying to reconvene. Good place to start there. Eva Hudson again, her third kill of the matchup. 7-5 UCLA, and after the kill from Hudson, she now goes back behind the service line. Hudson with a silky smooth serve, able to dig that one up out of the back row. Anderson to Woolard. Woolard off the block. Hudson's able to keep it alive, and the Boilers get it over. A free ball for UCLA. Stuffed at the net Lourdes Myers. Myers averaging just shy of a block per set. You see right there, able to get all of that one from the 6'3" middle block from Alliance, Ohio. Bruins attacking now. Boilers cut the lead to 1. Down the line to Chacoin, tooling off the block. Bruins able to play it. Down the line again. Boilers able to get it. Kenna Woolard tooling it off the block. A nice dig from Allie Hornung to keep the ball alive. Back to Woolard. Into that block of the Boilers are going to have to find a way to get over the size of that block at the net. Leilani Dodson back to serve for the Bruins. Set to Chacoin. Hudson out of the back row. That one is going to sail long off the hands of Kiki Horn. Point Purdue, 8-7.
Had a good look on that one, just put a little bit too much power behind it, going to go out of bounds. It's a good opportunity and a good look there for UCLA, and they're going to continue to get the ball over to Kiki Horn.
And those are the plays that UCLA has to capitalize on with the block, the way that it's playing currently here in this first set. They're going to have to find a way to capitalize on those mistakes from the Boilers. Nice dig from Chacoin out of the front row. Anderson to Hudson coming out of the back row. Bruins able to keep it alive. Point Purdue as end to the net is called, and we are knotted up at 8 here early on in set number 1.
Very, very close so far in this first set, 8-8. It's been back and forth. No one really seems to have any sort of advantage. No momentum swings either way. It's just been neck and neck throughout this first set.
I hope it stays that way for 5 sets here. That's what I'm looking for. Some exciting volleyball as that one sails long out of the hands of Allie Hornung. The second service error for the Purdue Boilermakers, and we saw Purdue struggle from the service line last week against number 2 Nebraska. We'll have to see if they can make the adjustments here against the Bruins early on. So 9-8. That one was sent away by Grace Olson. Chacoin taps it over, but UCLA up for the task. What a swing out of the front row from Kiki Horn. Horn, just a little teardrop right in that back right corner. Bruins extend the lead to 2.
She might have overhit the previous one, but she definitely did on that one. Placed that one perfectly, taking advantage of another one of those kills that you were talking about earlier.
Well, that's a tough break, too, because a couple of Boilermakers dove out of the way thinking that one was going to be long, but Horn able to find the range. A joust at the net, won by the Boilers, and Purdue has the opportunity. Raven Colvin, oh my goodness. What a swing from the senior out of the middle. You are not going to get away from that one.
Yeah, no, definitely not. They were late. UCLA was late to getting to the net there, and when you get there late against somebody like Raven Colvin, you're going to have to pay for it.
Colvin in the midst of a record-breaking season here for the Purdue Boilermakers. 10-9 now as Ryan McAleer sends that one away. McAleer, the freshman from Kansas. And Chloe Chacoin with the finish. 10-10 now here in set number 1. The Boilers starting to pick up some momentum. Ryan McAleer with 10 service aces this season. Freshman from Overland Park, Kansas. It's been a big addition to the Boilers here, getting to start early on. And Eva Hudson, she can hit the ball hard, but she can also put a little bit of touch on it as she did there.
And that's what makes her so dangerous, is that she's not just one-dimensional. She can beat you in a bunch of different ways. She's averaging 4 kills per set this year, and she's already got 4 here in the first.
Yeah, 4 kills already, hitting .667, leading all hitters. And that's just a nice swing out of the front row. Kiki Horn once again, her 3rd of the matchup as she split the block.
Yeah, Kiki Horn's trying to keep up with Eva Hudson. It looks like it's going to be those two who are going to be doing the majority of the kills for these two teams. So it's really going to see who can get them the more opportunities out of the two teams here in this first set.
Horn, one of 3 Bruins that has started every match this season, including Pak and Riley. You see why there, as she has the power to split the block. That one is a nice serve sent away, and some confusion with the Boilers in the front row. A service ace to extend the lead for the Bruins, 12-11 now.
Chicoine and Anderson, they're both kind of looking at one another like they should go after the ball, but your coach will tell you otherwise in most scenarios, that at minimum you both got to go for the ball, try to make a play on it.
And for the second time in a row, a beautiful serve from Kate Riley finds the floor. Back-to-back service aces for the UCLA Bruins. 13-11 now as the Boilers continue to have some miscommunication on the floor. Bruins in the midst of a 3-0 scoring run here. Another beautiful serve, but the Boilers able to play that one. Hudson out of the back row, tooling it off the block, played by UCLA. Set up at the net, and the finish from Anna Dodson, the 6'5" grad student from Fort Collins, Colorado, finishes that one with authority. And she knew that one straight away. That one had some pop on it. Dodson also third in solo blocks in the Big Ten this season with 13. Chicoine able to tap that one over to end the 4-0 run of the Bruins. 14-12 now. UCLA still with the advantage.
That's huge for Purdue here. Chicoine doing a nice job just floating that one in where no one was around. That's huge because UCLA was just on a 4-0 run. They're stopping that run, and now Purdue has a chance to come back.
And Chicoine has been perfecting that tap shot in the front row this season. Was able to get Nebraska a few times the other night. Huge swing out of the front row from Sheridan Leverett. Leverett with 222 points this season. As Dave Shondell will call a timeout. Purdue down by 3. We'll be back here in just a moment on Big Ten Plus. Every single evening, but UCLA leading by 3 early on. A lot of that due to number 9 right there, Sheridan Leverett. Leverett hitting 800, 4 for 5 here early on, has been dominant out of the front row for the Bruins.
Yeah, it just seemed like Leverett's had a lot of open opportunities. Purdue's been late to a lot of her kill attempts, and that's what's going to happen when you're late on your defensive rotations.
Colvin tried to put that one away, but clipped the tape. What a play from Leverett, able to sneak that one around the arms of Raven Colvin. 16-12 now UCLA. Leverett is 5 for 6. Take another peek there at that one, and Leverett is feeling herself here tonight, hitting 833 now. 5 of 6 from the floor, and UCLA in clear control here in set number 1. Kat Lutz sends it away. Anderson sets to Hudson. Eva Hudson with the response. Her 5th kill of the matchup. Boilers down 3.
Eva Hudson doing all she can to keep Purdue in this game. Purdue's got to step up defensively to get themselves back into this one. The offense has looked good for the most part. It's just been a couple of miscommunications on serve receives, and if they can clean that up, I think they'll be right back in this game.
Yeah, and UCLA has 5 total errors, where the Boilers only have 3, but Purdue has not been able to capitalize defensively. See there, another swing from Sheridan Leverett as she continues to have a monster game here early on. 6 for 7 now, hitting 857. Yeah, Leverett has the Midas touch here early on. Surprising because of the time change and coming from LA to cold Indiana.
Especially been cold this last week or so. Been down to around the 40 degree mark.
Hey man, it's hoodie weather. Come on now, I gotta love some hoodie weather. As Dave Shondell wants to take another timeout as Purdue's down 18-13. As we take a look here as the Boilers continue the struggles here early on and not able to put any momentum together, but UCLA has come off the bus rolling here in West Lafayette. A big statement for UCLA, as mentioned a couple of times, but this is their first trip to West Lafayette, Indiana. These two teams have played 2 other times, once in 1979 and once in 1981. So a lot of distance in between the last time they played here and tonight, and UCLA has won both of those games. They're looking to continue that and go 3-0 here against the Boilers.
And they're looking pretty good here in the first set, looking like they might do that if they continue what they're doing throughout the rest of the sets here tonight. Purdue's got to find a way somehow to stop Sheridan Leverett from all these kills in this front row.
As we take a look now at the series history, we mentioned it a couple of times. Take a look here. Boilers looking to add a 1 there into that loss column. These two teams have played 2 other times. And this is the first time that they've met as members of the Big Ten Conference again. I don't think we'll ever get used to that. The Sea to Shining Sea Conference, the conference that goes from Piscataway all the way to Los Angeles, and now a member of the Big Ten Conference. So this can be a matchup that you'll start seeing here pretty frequently in the regular season as we move along here in this new expanded Big Ten Conference. UCLA picked to finish 8th in the preseason polls. The Boilers picked to finish 4th. Eva Hudson with the response out of the timeout. Her 6th kill of the matchup. Boilers down 4.
And that's what they were looking to do last time out of that timeout. You want to get that first point after the timeout, start to get the momentum back in your way, get the swing, get the crowd riled up, and start using that momentum to your advantage.
Now Taylor Anderson to send it away. Nice dig there from Chacoin out of the back row. Myers gets it over, a free ball for the Bruins. Into the block of Eva Hudson. And that one finds the real estate, 19-14 after a beautiful swing out of the outside there from Grace Olson.
Yeah, Olson got 2 opportunities at that one. She's not going to miss 2 on her second opportunity too many times in a row, never twice.
Olson from Pleasanton, California, from Foothills High School. 6'4" junior outside hitter. She had a career-high 21 points versus Washington last week. She had 9.5 points in the 3rd set. A game that the Bruins were able to finish off as Chacoin there, tooling it off the block to end the run of the Bruins and give the ball back to the Boilers.
Yeah, Hudson does a good job here, not trying to get that ball in the court, trying to hit it off the right hand of Grace Olson, and does it to perfection on that one.
My correction, Eva Hudson with that kill there. 7 of 10 now for Hudson, hitting 700. Hudson now back behind the service line. Set at the net, into the block. Nice job there by Woolard to get a hand on it. Free ball for the Boilers to Woolard. Into that block one more time. Leilani Dodson and Kiki Horn denying the Boilers at the net.
Yeah, it's a big duo right there, 6'1" and 6'2", standing up there on that left side of the court for UCLA. It's tough to get around one of them, but when you got both of them there, it makes it that much harder.
2 blocks now for Kiki Horn as UCLA leads 20-15. Nice dig out of the back row there by Dodson. Hudson's able to dig it out of the back to Chacoin, into the block of the Bruins. Confusion. Chacoin not able to find the floor, down the line. Nice dig by Taylor Anderson to Chacoin. Into the block of UCLA again. Hudson out of the back row. Eva Hudson, her 8th kill of the matchup. 8 for 11 now for the junior.
It just seems like Eva Hudson, no matter where she's hitting from, is going to find a spot on the court somewhere. Coming in from the back row that time, and she's finishing it right there in the center with a couple of the UCLA Bruins still trying to recover from last-second digs.
Hornung sends it away. Set down the line to Horn. Nice dig by Chacoin. Chacoin gets it back. UCLA able to keep it alive. Tapped over by Horn. Chacoin keeps it up. Hudson out of the back row. She taps it over. Nice job by Horn to keep it alive. Back to Horn. Off the block of the Boilers. Anderson. Colvin not able to get it over. Again, down the line to Chacoin. Tooling it off the block of Grace Olson. 20-17 here in set number 1. 10th ranked Purdue Boilermakers hosting the UCLA Bruins, and the Bruins have been up for the challenge here early on, partner.
No, definitely for sure. Coming into an environment like Holloway, you would really expect Purdue to come out running and gunning in this first set, but it's been a little bit of the opposite here. Purdue climbing back as of late, but UCLA got out to a really strong start.
Boilers looking to take advantage there. A hitting error for the Bruins, 20-18 now, as Purdue looks to climb back here into this one. Allie Hornung back to serve for the Boilermakers. Hornung with the teardrop. UCLA plays it. Hudson digs it out of the back row. Anderson to Chicoine. Chicoine sails that one long. Point Bruins, 21-18 now.
I was about to say, I could have swore there was a tip there at the net, and I think that's what they're going to change the call on that one.
Your bifocals are a little bit better than mine, as that one looked like it sailed a little bit, but referee making the correct call here. 20-19 now, Purdue, as they are now on a 4-0 scoring run. Eva Hudson trying to cheer her team on here. Motivational leader for the Boilers is that one sent down the line to Horn. And Horn with the sniper shot puts that one right on the line. 21-19 as UCLA ends the 4-0 run of the Boilers.
Yeah, that one's just placed perfectly. There's not much you can do there if you're Purdue. It just sails right over the head of everybody else, nipping that line over there on that right side.
Now Olsen for the Bruins. Set from Anderson to Colvin, and Raven Colvin with the finish. Her second kill of the matchup. Surprising numbers, especially for Raven Colvin, who's usually in the mix. We haven't seen her get as many touches here this evening, but usually when she gets a touch, she's able to finish, as you saw there. Ryan McAleer back to serve. McAleer with the service ace, her 11th of the season, as the libero from the Bruins wasn't able to handle that one, and we're knotted up at 21. Looks like a surprise there to Kat Lutz. Anderson able to keep that one up. Chicoine down the line, and that one is in. 22-21 Boilers as the faithful start to come alive here in Holloway. Alfie Reft wants to call his second timeout of the set. Purdue leads 22-21.
The back corner.
McAleer sends that one away. And if some is good, more is better. Ryan McAleer with back-to-back service aces. 23-21 Boilers. 2 points away for Purdue from hitting the threshold of 25, and that one just gets over. What a swing there from Anna Dotson, ending the run of the Boilers. 23-22 now as UCLA looks to climb back in.
Yeah, Dotson did a good job there over on that far side of the court. She split the middle of the arms of both of the blockers for Purdue, placing that ball perfectly, getting it to drop in there to stop the momentum that Purdue's gained.
Dotson 2 for 5 now, hitting 200. As Riley sends it away. Anderson's able to play it to Chicoine. Chicoine into the block again, tooling it off the top of the block of the Bruins. Set and finish. Anna Dotson with a huge swing, tying this game up at 23.
And Dotson goes back-to-back there, now 23 apiece. They're looking to get her more involved here as we come down the wire here in this first set.
Both of these teams coming out hot after timeouts. Day number 1. Man, we have an exciting one here. The Bruins and the Boilermakers, and it's been a back-and-forth contest as UCLA was dominating early on in set number 1. The Boilers went on a little bit of a run, and now both teams kind of exchanging leads, and 23-23 here is someone's going to get to 25, right? Win by 2. Back to serve is Kate Riley for the Bruins. Riley's looked good from behind the service line. Down the line to Chicoine, tooling it off the block. UCLA is able to keep it up. UCLA with a play. What a dig from Allie Hornung, but a big swing from Sheridan Leverett. Leverett continuing to pay dividends. 7 of 8 now, hitting 875, leading for the Bruins.
Yeah, Leverett, who dominated that middle part of the set, coming back alive here when her team needs her the most.
Boilermaker faithful trying to liven up here at Holloway. Chacoin into the Boiler bench. Hudson just has to get it over. A free ball for the UCLA Bruins. Set again. Who else? Denied by Colvin. And through the arms of Taylor Anderson, UCLA will take set number 1, 25-23, off of the wonderful hitting of Sheridan Leverett.
Yeah, Leverett really carried her team there in that first set, doing a great job, 9 kills. And Purdue, like I said multiple times in that first set, they got to somehow find a way to slow her down, make someone else beat them, instead of just letting Leverett continue her dominance.
We got a good one brewing here in West Holloway Gymnasium here as we get underway in set number 2. And we mentioned tonight is Purdue's Hammer Down Cancer Game. The Purdue Institute for Cancer Research is one of only 7 National Cancer Institute's designated cancer centers in the nation since 1978. The Institute's top investigative minds have had one mission: basic cancer fighting discovery. They work to investigate the cause and cure for various cancers, specializing in translational research that saves lives by transforming laboratory findings into new innovative therapies. Head over and check out the Purdue Institute for Cancer Research as we try to hammer down cancer together. Back here in set number 2, UCLA with the offense continuing here in set number 2. 1-0 lead here. UCLA took set number 1, and you can hear a pin drop here in Holloway Gymnasium after set number 1 ended, as the Boilers are looking to reconvene here and get back in the win column in set number 2. And a dunk from Sheridan Leverett. She continues dominating the Boilers here at Holloway. Leverett already with 10 kills, 10 of 12 from the floor here tonight, hitting over 800, having a monster game for the Bruins. Del Mar, California native Lutz sends it away, and she gets the service ace. 3 straight points here for the Bruins as they are rolling. You're only siding out at 44.5% here through 1. They need to change that if they're going to want to try to come back in this one. Set from Anderson down the line. Raven Colvin on the slide, finishing that one for her 3rd kill of the matchup.
Yeah, and you were talking about her at the end of that end of that first set, that they need to get her more involved, and there they go early on in the second set, getting the first point for Purdue. They're looking to continue to get her the ball.
Well, and Colvin only has 6 total touches here early on, but she's hitting 500. So the Boilers are going to have to try to find the ball to her more often, as Leverett continues her dominance, her 11th kill of the matchup, as she tooled that one off the block of Taylor Anderson.
There's not much more to say that we haven't said already about Leverett in this game. She's completely dominated. She's taken over. She's the main reason right now that UCLA has looked so good early on in this second set and at the end of that first set.
Well, there's not much you can say. The Hampton, Georgia native is letting the play speak for itself. And so is Raven Colvin, her 4th of the matchup, efficient off the slide there.
Yeah, Colvin looking to get going early on. She already had 1 prior to that kill in the second set. Early on, still 4-2. They're going to look to keep getting her the ball as much as possible.
Colvin 4 of 7 from the floor now, back to serve it away. Boilers down 2-4. And Colvin following up the kill with a service ace, cutting the Bruins lead to 1, and the Boilers with a little bit of momentum.
Hey, not getting as many touches as she would like on the court. She's going to do it herself there on the serve, getting the kill.
Colvin sends it away. UCLA able to play that one. And a little bit of a slide of their own. Leilani Dotson off the slide there for the Bruins. McAleer trying to dive and save that one, wasn't able to get to the ball. And Dallas, Texas native Sydney Breon back to serve. 5-3 Bruins. Anderson down the line to Hudson. Hudson taps it over, but a nice job by Pack to keep it up. And Taylor Anderson with the no-look teardrop, able to find the floor. 5-4 Bruins, but a great play from Anderson.
Absolutely beautiful from Anderson. You can't expect that to happen, and there's not much you can do once she goes into that. She just puts it over perfectly. Nothing you can do there for UCLA.
Anderson, the assist machine, gets the kill and follows it up with a service ace. We are knotted up at 5. What a play there from the San Antonio, Texas native Anderson. Anderson also averaging almost 11 assists per set as that one gets finished off by Kiki Horn to end the run of the Boilers. Kiki Horn with her 5th kill of the matchup. Hitting 188. Now back to serve for the Bruins is Dodson. Boilers play it. Eva Hudson with the kill. Her 9th of the matchup, cutting the Bruins lead to 2.
Yeah, Eva Hudson, who was doing a great job in that first set, keeping Purdue in it. Coming over here, getting her first kill of the second set. Now tying it up here 6-6.
Bruins set that one down the line to Horn. Tooling off the Boiler block. What a swing. Kenna Wooler getting in on the action. Her 117th kill of the season. Kenna Wooler, the 6'1" outside hitter, the sophomore from Dunlap, Illinois. What a dig out of the back row there. A joust at the net. And the Boilers aren't able to keep it alive. A nice job by Anna Dodson, putting a charge into that one and tying this one up at 7.
Serving for the Bruins, 12,
Grace Olson now back to serve. Olson at a .483 hit percentage, including 16 kills against Washington. Doing it here again tonight. Lourdes Myers mistimed the jump, wasn't able to get her hand on the ball. Back-to-back points now for the Bruins. Grace Olson also with 3 service aces in that matchup against Washington. Chloe Chicoine with a big swing, a nice dig though for the Bruins to keep it up. To Kiki Horn. Off the hands of Kenna Woolard. Set out of the back row. Eva Hudson off the block of Kiki Horn, and Hudson finds the floor. She's now in double digits, her 10th kill of the matchup.
Hudson very dangerous coming up from that back row. We've seen it a lot here tonight. You can see her here just putting that one off the left arm there of Kiki Horn. Horn doing a good job so far in this matchup, so sneaking one by there from Eva Hudson. Definitely huge for the Boilermakers.
Colvin able to get a hand on it. Anderson sets it down the line. Chicoine tries to tap it over. And Kiki Horn with authority finishes that one down the line. 9-8 Bruins.
Bruins substitutions. 9, Sheridan O'Brien, serve 15.
Taking a look at that one, and yeah, that one is a beautiful swing there. Able to put that one on the floor. Horn now with 6 kills. Hitting 190. But doing enough here. Riley sends it away to Chicoine. Chloe Chicoine re-angling the shot and finding the floor. 9-9 now. And Chicoine gets her 6th of the matchup.
Now this early going of the second set's reminding us a lot of that first set early on. It was very back and forth, back and forth. Eventually, UCLA started pulling away, so we'll see who can find that momentum swing here in the second set.
McAleer, after her service ace on the last service, sends it away. But no worries, into the net, called against the Boilers. Point UCLA, 10-9 now. As Purdue continuing to struggle to find momentum. The libero Cat Lutz back to send it away. Anderson sets Hudson out of the back row. Dug up by Olsen. Down the line and a hammer from Sheridan Leverett. Her 12th kill of the matchup. She leads all hitters.
Yeah, Leverett once again coming in, smacking one down there right in the middle of the floor. Not enough time there for Ellie Hornung to make a play on it when there's that much firepower behind that kill.
15 games in a row now where Leverett is in double-digit kills. Set to Chacoin. Chloe Chacoin able to put a little bit of English on that one and find some real estate. 11-10 Bruins, but the Boilers get the ball back. Chacoin hitting 7-21 tonight, hitting .333. Along with 5 digs, she's now back behind the service line. Bruins able to play it. Set, and Raven Colvin off the block of the Bruins. There was a touch. So point Boilers as Raven Colvin gets her fifth kill of the matchup.
Yeah, that one definitely hit a little bit hard, but catching a little of a break there, tipping off that fingertip of the UCLA blocker. That's going to be Purdue's point, tying this one up at 11 apiece.
Colvin first in the Big Ten Conference was in solo blocks. Able to put the ball on the floor as well. Sheridan Leverett continuing to have a career night here. Her 13th kill of the matchup. She's hitting over 800. Man, that ball just disappeared. I mean, it's a ghost ball. It's like it just disappears behind the trees there.
Hey, you see, and then as soon as she makes contact with it, it's gone. No time to react.
Pock sends it away. Nice dig there by Ryan McAleer. But a free ball for the Bruins. Into the block of Colvin. UCLA able to keep it up. Boilers looking to finish it off here. Hudson couldn't find it. Back to the Bruins. And UCLA is able to finish it off the hand of Grace Olsen. Olsen's second kill of the matchup. 13-11 Bruins.
Yeah, Purdue couldn't really do anything there on that possession. Just kept giving over free balls to UCLA. UCLA had 4 kill attempts on that possession, and when you give them that many attempts, eventually one of them will find the floor.
Audrey Pack back to serve it away. 561 assists for the grad student. 281 of those in Big Ten play this season. Raven Colvin. Oh my goodness. She swung so hard on that one. It caromed off of the hands, went all the way down to the other side of the court.
And boy,
what a play there by Colvin.
That one was close, very close to the line. I'm saying right on that line. Maybe a hair in between the ball and the line there, but nonetheless, it's going to be the Boilermakers' point.
We like to call that close, but correct. As that one sails long. Another service error for the Purdue Boilermakers. Their third of the matchup. 14-12 now UCLA here in set number 2. And it feels like early on here, there's just been some uneasiness with the Purdue Boilermakers. They just haven't been able to put it together for some consistent time here. And UCLA is taking well advantage of that.
Yeah, whether there's been miscommunications on the serves or it's been some trouble on the defensive side getting up there with blocks, or I guess offensively too, like we see right there. But Purdue's just not been on the top of their game like we've seen them do early on in the season.
So after the 4th attack error of the matchup, UCLA leads by 3 now, and Dave Shondell wants to take a timeout and talk about it. We will step away here for just a moment. We'll be back here. They are struggling with their attack errors here this season. 9.06 the season average. They already have 3 here through a set and a half.
Yeah, it's definitely something we have to clean up here. Just not in the second set alone, but continuing on through the rest of this set. If they want to come back and from this 1-0 deficit and win this, beating UCLA for the first time in program history, they're going to have to figure that out soon.
The Bruins are going to try to stifle that attempt of the Boilers. They lead by 3. Out of the timeout, a beautiful dig there from Peyton Dewick, but it sails a little bit too long. Point Boilers off the hand of Eva Hudson, her 11th of the matchup. Seems like Eva Hudson and Sheridan Leverett are chasing each other here this evening. Leverett playing a little bit better here early on in set number 2. Taylor Anderson sends that one away. Pack sets it up at the net. A nice finish there from Leilani Dodson. Dodson's 6th of the matchup. Nice little tap over the shoulder there, setting that one up for Dodson. Dodson, the 6'1" grad student from LaGrange, Illinois, Nazareth High School. Somehow kept alive. Oh my goodness, what a play of who's gonna get it, who's gonna get it. Nobody, it hit the floor. Lourdes Myers had a look of what just happened there on her face as that one caromed off of 2 Boilers and landed on the UCLA side here.
I was about to say, when you look at this, she just kind of tipped it up in the air, hoping that something happened, and a miscommunication there from Horn and Dodson. And I don't even know what to say about that one. Just kind of floats down to the ground, almost in slow motion there.
So after the kill from Myers, a service error for the Boilers, and it's UCLA ball again. And UCLA obliges with a service error of their own. 3rd of the matchup for the Bruins. It's 17-15 now as UCLA holds on to a 2-point advantage. That one's able to get over. Pack sets it up. And a beautiful play off the slide from Anna Dodson. Dodson had a career high versus Minnesota, 24.5 points and 20 kills. You can see it all right there on that one. Tough break as ball landed right at the diving hands of Kenna Woolard, who wasn't able to get under it. 18-15 now UCLA here in set number 2. Kate Riley sends it away. Set for Chacoin, and she's able to split the block there. Chacoin with her 8th kill of the matchup. Cut the Bruins lead to 2.
Yeah, we haven't mentioned too much about Chacoin, but like you said, 8th kill, very impressive. She's doing a great job, just being a little bit overshadowed right now by her teammate Eva Hudson, and obviously of UCLA, Sheridan Leverett.
8 kills now. Oilers look to go back-to-back. What a diving dig there from Ryan McAleer, but a response from Anna Dodson as she sends it back right into the lap of Eva Hudson, 19-16 Bruins.
Serving for the Bruins, 22 Campbells.
Kat Lutz back to send it away. McAleer was able to play that out of the back row to Colvin on the slide. Colvin sent that one a little bit long and almost gave me a haircut here sitting courtside.
About as close as you can get to a haircut anyways, Kirk.
20-16 as the Boilers would like to take a timeout and talk about it. We will step away as we get closer to a conclusion here in set number 23. They're looking to take the first 2 from the Boilers, being successful at that early on here, hitting 400, siding out at 62.5% and taking well advantage of the errors of the Purdue Boilermakers. So we'll see if the Boilers can respond out of the timeout. We've seen both teams respond well out of timeouts. We'll see if the Boilers can respond and build some momentum here coming out of the timeout. 16-20. Lutz sends it away. Boilers play it, joust at the net, and finished off by Sheridan Leverett, her 14th kill of the matchup. And Leverett continuing to play well here for UCLA. The Boilers just don't have an answer for the junior from Hampton, Georgia. 204 kills coming into the matchup. 218 now. Anderson sets Chacoin. Jacoin with the hammer, but a nice dig from the Bruins. Back and forth we go, and Leilani Dodson finishes it off. 22-16 UCLA. And you take a look around Holloway Gymnasium here, and there is just a look of shock and disbelief here.
Yeah, it's so quiet in here, Craig. I mean, we're used to it being absolutely super loud from not only the student section, but also from the rest.
22-16 here in set number 2. UCLA leads the number 10th ranked team in the country by 6. Boilers look to respond out of the timeout. Anderson tries to tap it over, but a nice dig from Riley. And the finish for the Boilers as they end the 4-0 scoring run of the Bruins. 22-17 now, as Purdue looks to climb back into this one in set number 2.
Yeah, Leverett's one of very few mistakes here in this game so far, just hitting that one out of bounds, giving Purdue that little bit of hope that they needed coming out of the timeout.
Set back to Sheridan Leverett, and she continues to hammer the Boilers here at home. Leverett with her 15th kill of the matchup, leading all hitters. Leverett with some force behind her swings. The Boilermakers are in danger of going down 0-2 here at home. Anderson and Eva Hudson tooling it off the block. Her 12th kill of the matchup, trying to keep the Boilers in it here, 23-18.
Yeah, Eva Hudson doing her best there. Great swing, great diving attempt there from Lutz, but not able to keep the ball in play. Boilermakers trying to come back, just down 5 here in this last set, in the second set.
Hudson above her average for the season, averaging 4.21 kills per set. That one is into the net. McAleer is able to keep it alive, and back to Hudson. Back-to-back kills for Eva Hudson. 23-19 now UCLA, as Hudson has her 13th kill of the matchup.
Hudson's doing everything in her power to bring Purdue back into this game. UCLA only down 2 points. They get out of that timeout. They have this one wrapped up. Eva Hudson saying, no, this one's not over yet. We still got a chance.
23-19 as Raven Colvin behind the service line. A quick set there from UCLA will bring up set point in set number 2, 24-19, after the heads-up play there from the middle. Sydney Breon now in to serve for the Bruins as they see set point number 1. Nice dig there from Dewick. Nice dig there for the Boilers out of the back row. Tooling it off the block. Pock sets it up down the line. Eva Hudson with the solo block. Grace Olson with the big swing, but Hudson says not yet.
Hudson has had 2 swing attempts in that play. Was not able to get the points there, but ends up getting her points for her team, coming back on the defensive side. Like we said earlier in this game, defense is going to be the big thing here for both these teams if they want to come away with a victory.
First block of the matchup for Eva Hudson. The Boilers get an opportunity, and Lourdes Myers hammers that one down off the set from Taylor Anderson. 24-21 now. And that's going to draw a timeout from UCLA head coach Alfie Reft, as he wants to talk about it as the Boilers start to build some momentum. 24-21. We got an exciting one brewing here in West Lafayette. We'll be back here with the Purdue starting to build some momentum here, 24-21, as they've seen back-to-back set points for the Bruins, but the Boilers were able to respond. See coming out of the timeout as they still are down by 3, how they will respond. Taylor Anderson to serve it away. Set down the line to Horn. Tooling it off the block. 3 in a row for the Boilermakers. 24-22 now.
Purdue's starting to make this an interesting set, only down by 2. It looked like it was over a couple of points ago, but Purdue's really done a good job here carrying that momentum over that they've gained and keeping this set alive.
Lourdes Myers out of the middle, credited with that block, her second of the matchup. UCLA trying to respond. Tooling it off the block. Boilers keep it alive to Hudson. Nice dig out of the back row from Breon. Served, tapped. Anderson somehow keeps it up to Hudson. Eva Hudson with the finish. 24-23 as the Boilers have gone 4 in a row.
An absolutely beautiful hustle by Purdue on that play, making some plays on there that you would not normally see for Penn State. So if they're able to come back off this huge momentum swing and finish this set off getting this one, I really think that they can keep the momentum going on into that third set and really start to push and take over this game.
Yes, sweep is not synonymous with the Purdue Boilermakers unless you're talking about Purdue sweeping their opponents. So different territory for Purdue here as they try to come back in this one. 24-23, they're in the midst of a 4-0 scoring run. Anderson still behind the service line out of the timeout. Pack sets it down the line. Hudson able to keep that one up again to Olsen. What a dig from Allie Hornung. Sent to Chicoine out of the back row. UCLA keeps it up. Again, Eva Hudson with the block. 24-24. Boilers in the midst of a 5-0 scoring run. Most of that can be attributed to number 17 right there in the middle.
Eva Hudson, unbelievable play there with the block and the point, getting her team fired up, but not only her team, this crowd, that is the loudest as they've been all game long, and now tied 24-24, 5-0 scoring run. Purdue looks to take the lead here.
Anderson sends it away. Miscommunication, a free ball as the Bruins have to get it over. Set to Hudson. Nice dig there. Down the line. Boilers keep it up. Anderson, Hudson, Eva Hudson! 6-0 scoring run for the Boilers. 25-24. Purdue has come all of the way back from the basement, and Purdue fighting off 6 straight set points. They will now see a set point of their own.
Purdue runs through Eva Hudson, and what she's brought to the table here in these waning points of the second set has been unbelievable, and she's the reason that they're staying in this and that they've come all the way back.
What a response from the Bruins. Grace Olsen tooling it off the block of Eva Hudson. So the last 7 points have come off the hands of Eva Hudson, but we are knotted up at 25. What an exciting matchup this has been here in set number 2. Now back to serve for the Bruins, who are now in control. Leilani Dotson sends it away. Dotson into the net. The 4th service error for the Bruins here in this matchup, and Purdue will see set point at 26-25.
And that's something you can't do on the serve if you're Purdue or if you're UCLA. You just got your first point, making it a 25-25 ball game after Purdue gaining all that momentum, and all the momentum you just took away from the crowd is right back into it, hitting that straight into the net.
Dave Shondell going to his bench, bringing in serve specialist Julia Kane. Kane serves it away, packed down the line, tooling it off the block of the Boilers. Chicoine keeps it up somehow. Gets it over, free ball for the Bruins. Down the line again. Boilers keep it up. That one would have went out, but it's kept up. UCLA keeps it in play. Purdue, Chicoine! Oh my goodness! 27-25. Purdue comes back from 6 down to take set number 2 to even this game up 1 apiece.
Unbelievable play from Chloe Chicoine there. Not only making an incredible play, keeping the play alive with that dig, but then getting right back up and getting up and going up to the net. And what a huge swing there from Chloe Chicoine, ending the set there and giving Purdue and continuing their momentum. And now they have all of it going into the third set.
Purdue ends set number 2 on a 7-1 scoring run to take the set 27-25. We have an exciting matchup here in the Big Ten Conference. Back inside Holloway Gymnasium as we get set to get underway here in set number 3. A big weekend here on the campus of Purdue University, the Leroy Keys Purdue Athletic Hall of Fame this weekend, and the 7th volleyball inductee, Olympic gold medalist and former Purdue Boilermaker Annie Drews in the building here this evening. What an exciting experience to be here in the building with Annie Drews with her gold and silver medal. We saw her this past summer in the Olympic Games, playing her heart out for Team USA, winning the silver. But an exciting time here to have a former Purdue Boilermaker, especially one who has her jersey hung up here in the rafters at Holloway, back in Holloway Gymnasium. Drews, a two-time Olympian in 2020 and 2024, a 4-year letter winner, 3 trips to the NCAA tournament, back-to-back Sweet 16s and an Elite 8, also a second-team All-American. You know what's crazy, though? Dave Shondell bringing in all these All-Americans, 20 of them in his career here at Purdue, but great human beings as well. And Annie Drews is no different, a great human being to go along with being a great athlete. So thank you to Annie for coming back here this weekend as we get underway in set number 3. And why wouldn't it start this way? The Boilers bouncing the ball around, able to keep it alive. What a dig from Chloe Chacoin. Set down the line. McAleer not able to keep that one up. A big swing from Sheridan Leverett, her 16th kill of the matchup, as Leverett inches closer to her career high in kills here this evening. Leverett still hitting 600. And back and forth with the Boilers All-American Eva Hudson. 1-0 UCLA. Raven Colvin tooling it off the block of the Bruins. Colvin with her 7th kill of the matchup. Now Colvin will head back behind the service line. The senior middle block from Indianapolis, Indiana, Heritage Christian High School. Having a massive season for the Boilers this season in her senior year. Big swing into the block of Lourdes Myers. Myers not able to keep that one up, and Leverett with her 17th kill of the matchup.
Yeah, it seemed like UCLA was kind of straying away from going to Leverett there down the stretch in that second set, but going right back to what worked for them best in those first 2 sets is going to Leverett.
If it's not broke, don't fix it, and Leverett was reminding the Boilers here early on that she's still here. That one's sent away. Anderson plays it down the line to Hudson. Nice dig out of the back row from Riley. And then the hammer from Leverett again, her 18th kill of the matchup. 3-1 now Bruins, and partner going back to Leverett's a smart deal there for Alfie Reft and the Bruins. Kat Lutz back to send it away. 2-point advantage for UCLA here in set number 3. Keeping our fingers crossed that set 3 is as exciting as set 2. Taylor Anderson with a no-look dump. Finding some real estate. 3-2 now Bruins. Anderson with her 2nd kill of the matchup. Anderson also has 29 assists this evening. Leads the Boilers in assists, 9.88 per. As that was a beautiful setup there, and off the slide, Leilani Dotson seemed like she just floated in the air and was able to find the range.
Talk about floating, we see it there in slow motion. Makes it just a little bit, even more so like floating, like you were saying. I mean, the slow motion really just takes that to another level, but in real time, it looked like it as well.
It looked like she went up and then just kept going up slowly. Nice dig there by Leverett. Eva Hudson, her 16th of the matchup. Second only to Sheridan Leverett, and now Hudson will head back behind the service line. Hudson setting the table for herself there. Hudson digging out of the back row. Set for Chacoin. And that's cash money. Chloe Chacoin in double digits now, her 10th kill of the matchup. We're knotted up at 4. Chloe Chacoin so accurate with that cross-court swing. Hudson sends it away. UCLA able to play it. Again, Sheridan Leverett, and you don't adjust your televisions, your volume is not broken. It's just Sheridan Leverett with her 19th kill of the matchup, silencing the crowd here at Holloway.
It just seems like there's nothing the Boilermakers can do. They've tried multiple times to try and stop her, and nothing seems to work. And once they do find a way, when they try and get over there to stop her, that's when UCLA goes to someone else like Dodson on the backside, and then that's how they get their points back anyways.
Anderson sets that one. Myers with a big swing, but played out of the back row. And if it doesn't work the first time, go on back again. Lourdes Myers finishing that one off with the kill. Myers is 3rd of the matchup. A 5-5 game here in set number 3. Allie Hornung sends it away. Pock able to keep it up. Boilers not able to handle that one off of the big swing from Kiki Horn to extend the Bruins' lead to 6-5 now. Horn with her 6th of the matchup. Leverett, Horn, and Dodson. And the three-headed monster for the Bruins here this evening. Block party trying to get in the head of Dodson. Set for Colvin, a name we haven't said in a couple of minutes. Nice block there. Boilers able to keep it up. Hudson just has to get it over. A free ball for UCLA. Down the line. Into the block of Chloe Chacoin. A big swing from Anastasia Ivkovic. Ivkovic, her first time of the game here, and you see that's academic there off the hands of Chacoin. Ivkovic with the protective mask. And that's going to be the 5th service ace of the matchup for the Bruins. Give the ball back to Purdue. And this is where Purdue really needs to take advantage. When UCLA makes a mistake, Purdue needs to capitalize on that and put some points on the board. Ryan McAleer back to serve for the Boilers. McAleer already with 2 aces here this evening. Boilers able to keep it up. Colvin to Chacoin. Pock doing a nice job playing behind that block for the Chacoin tap. What a dig in the outside for the Boilers. Hudson has to get it over. Hornung gets a hand on it. Chloe Chacoin down the line, a diving dig out of the back row for Breon. And that one sails long. Point Boilers. And we're knotted up at 7 here in set number 3.
Taking advantage, indeed, they did there. Having a good point there, now tying it up 7-7. And now after tying it up, we're going to see McAleer to try and take the lead here for Purdue.
McAleer, the #1 DS out of Kansas, #3 overall overall athlete in Kansas. Put that in perspective. Not the best female athlete, the 3rd best female athlete, the 3rd best overall athlete coming out of the state of Kansas. McAleer has started early here for Dave Shondel's Purdue Boilermakers. McAleer, according to Dave Shondel, is a digging machine and a unique addition to their defense. As Anastasia Ivkovic coming off the bench and getting her 2nd kill of this set number 3. UCLA has been really accurate with their shots here this evening. Some shots that when you see come off the hand, you're like, oh, that's out, and then somehow it finds the floor. McAleer to Chacoin. UCLA somehow able to play that one. Tapped over by Ume. Set down the line to Chacoin. Tooled off the block. UCLA keeps it alive. Ume into the block of the Boilers. And a nice side out there for UCLA to extend their lead to 2.
UCLA looking like they caught a bit of a break there with that ball, tipping the top of the net right there. That ball doesn't hit the net, it's probably hitting the floor as they had no one in the vicinity of that ball.
Ivkovic sends that one away. Anderson plays it down the line to Chicoine. Chicoine taps it over, just over the block of Ivkovic. And Chicoine with the kill, her 11th of the matchup.
And every single time UCLA seems to, get out ahead by 2 or 3 points, Purdue does a great job at coming back and stopping any hopes of UCLA going on a big run like we see right there from Chicoine.
Well, Dave Shondell has talked about it a couple of times this season, that this is a team where high tide rises all ships. Boilers playing together as one, and that is how they've been successful. Everyone has bought into this system here. Eva Hudson tooling it off the block, and it's going to be into the net against UCLA. Point Purdue, and it's 9-9 now here in set number 3 as the Boilers look to take advantage of the mistake from the Bruins.
This will be huge here for Purdue getting the lead. They've done a good job coming back and fighting back to get tied, but they haven't been able to get over that hump and take the lead for themselves.
Chloe Chicoine sends it away after one of the most decorated freshman seasons in the history of Purdue volleyball. That one is going to be off the hands of the Boilers. 10-9 UCLA now, as UCLA looks to regain some advantage. We talk about the numbers of Sheridan Leverett tonight, 19 kills already. Audrey Pack having a huge night, 32 assists for the grad student from Moraga, California. Anderson to Hudson. Hudson with the tap. Rolls on the tape and falls to the other side. 10-10 after Hudson with her 18th kill of the matchup.
The net evening out points there, as UCLA was able to get one earlier in this set, doing the same thing, and now Eva Hudson just almost like she purposely tried having that ball roll across the top of the net.
As that one sails a little bit long for Raven Colvin, a service error to give the ball back to the Bruins. And you're right, partner, it does look like that, doesn't it? Off the tape, just kind of rolling up there. It's purposeful. If you asked her, I'm sure she would tell you that it was on purpose.
Oh, always. It's always on purpose when you get the point.
11-10 UCLA. Kat Lutz back to send it away. Nice serve there. Boilers able to play it. Huge swing from Lourdes Myers, but into the combined block of Dotson and Leverett. Sent back into the lap of the Boilers. UCLA now with a 2-point advantage. Purdue still has not figured out that block from the UCLA Bruins. And necessarily it won't show up on the stat sheet, but it is clearly being seen here this evening as the 6th service error for UCLA gives the ball back to Purdue, 12-11.
Last time we saw a service error from UCLA, Purdue was able to capitalize and tie the ball game back up, so they're going to look here to do so on the serve here from number 5, Taylor Anderson.
See that graphic a second ago, 6-4 is the count right now for service aces. UCLA with 2 more than the Boilers. Purdue looking to take advantage here. Eva Hudson. Her 19th kill of the matchup, tied for first amongst all hitters. Sheridan Leverett with 19 and Eva Hudson now with 19. Hudson also with 10 digs and 2 blocks. Boilers look to take advantage. Joust at the net, ball Purdue. Kenna Woolard. Woolard sends that one high. 8th attack error for Purdue gives UCLA the 1-point advantage. Audrey Pack sends it away. Taylor Anderson down the line to Hudson. Hudson tries to redirect, but a nice dig from the Bruins. Chacoin keeps it up. Anderson back to Hudson. Hudson dug up in the back row from Riley. Big swing. Anderson with one hand keeps it alive. And Sheridan Leverett finishes that one, not only giving her team a 2-point advantage, but also setting a new career high in kills. Her previous career high was 19 against Oregon State in November of 2023. That new mark is now 20. Anderson, Chacoin out of the back row. Pack down the line. Ivkovic sails that one long. 14-13 UCLA as Purdue gets the ball back. A nice job there from Purdue to lay off of that swing from Ivkovic. And now Eva Hudson heads back behind the service line, trying to even things up. Pack with the assist, her 33rd. Finished off with a huge swing from Dodson. That one just got past the libero of the Boilers. For the U.S. women's national team this past summer in the 2024 Summer Olympics. Trying to turn the corner here. Change the program culture at UCLA, but Chloe Chacoin with the bounce in her step and finishing her 11th kill of the matchup.
Once again, out of the timeout, Purdue coming out strong with Chloe Chacoin getting the first point there. Chacoin's looked really well out of timeouts all game long, especially in those first two sets, but we see it once again here in the third.
Oilers looking to come back here. Chacoin again. A little bit off of that one, just taps it over. Ivkovic not able to be played by Eva Hudson. Anastasia Ivkovic with her third kill of the matchup. 16-14 Bruins. As Ivkovic has come in here and been a spark for the Bruins on the outside here in set number 3. Now Leilani Dodson back to serve. Off the tape, Boilers play it. Big swing, but tapped over by Raven Colvin. Normally used to seeing Colvin come in with the fastball, and she went the changeup there.
Yeah, that's exactly what you're supposed to do. When the opposing team is trying to find that fastball, they're looking for it. That's when you hit them with the changeup, and right there we see it work perfectly for Purdue.
Yeah, Anna Dodson was looking for that fastball, and then Colvin changed the plan. Ivkovic off the block of Colvin, set for Colvin, tapped right back to her. Anderson tries to direct that one. Stuffed by Raven Colvin at the net. Tie this one up at 16.
Colvin coming alive in these last 2 points. Like you said, 16-16 now. Great block there against Dodson. Just getting that point there for the Boilermakers.
Raven Colvin says no kill for you, and we're knotted up at 16. McAleer sends it away. Already with 2 service aces this evening. Stuffed! Again, the Boiler block. The combination of Raven Colvin and Taylor Anderson gives Purdue the 1-point advantage.
Raven Colvin absolutely on fire here in these last 3 points, giving Purdue now a 1-point lead, which they have not been able to do in this third set. And now with that momentum going into this timeout, we'll be looking for them to come out firing right afterwards as well.
Purdue in the midst of a 3-0 scoring run off the hand of Ryan McAleer, and the Boilers lead 17-16. It's kind of been the tale of 2 sets, if you will, partner. The Boilers struggle early on in sets, and then the last 2 sets they've come on late. They look to finish it off here and take the 2-1 advantage here at home. Pack to Ivkovic. What a smart play from Ryan McAleer as she lets that ball go. A side out for the Boilers, now siding out at 58.2%. Boilers in the midst of a 4-0 run, looking to extend their advantage. Taylor Anderson with the solo block. Boilers lead by 3.
Anderson's looked great here, teaming up with Raven Colvin once again on the block, getting that point for Purdue, but that front row has been dangerous defensively here in this third set.
You know what's worse than getting blocked at the net? Getting blocked by someone who's smiling at you, as Taylor Anderson was smiling as she put that one on the ground. Anderson again tapping up, keeping the ball alive. Hudson out of the back row. Raven Colvin as the block party comes to life. Boilers with back-to-back blocks, extending their lead to 4.
Block party joke intended on that one. Raven Colvin doing an absolutely phenomenal job. That right side of the net right now cannot be penetrated here by UCLA's offense. It's been absolutely locked down here in this third set, and now Purdue has a 4-point lead.
Boilers have 8 blocks here through 3 sets. 4 of them have come in this set alone. Again, Chacoin dug up. Colvin again. Somehow Eva Hudson keeps it alive. Back to Chloe Chacoin. Bruins keep it up. Boilers still playing. Chloe Chacoin. Boilers on a 7-0 scoring run. 21-16. And Alfie Ref wants to talk about it as the Boilers are on fire.
Have been because UCLA has gone away from getting her the ball.
Leverett with 20 kills. The next closest teammate is 7, so Leverett, the majority of the offense for the Bruins, as they need to awaken out of this timeout, and awaken they do as Grace Olson ends the 7-0 scoring run of the Purdue Boilermakers. She splits the hands of Chloe Chacoin. We saw Purdue do this in set number 2 as they were down by 6 and came storming back. We'll see if UCLA can respond here. Anderson to Chacoin out of the outside. Nice job in the back row from Breon to keep that one alive. Back to Horn. Horn not able to put it down. Back to Horn again. And this time, there is a touch off the block of the Boilers, so Kiki Horn with her 8th kill of the matchup. Back-to-back points for the Bruins.
Yeah, Colvin does a nice job getting those 2 blocks in a row to keep the possession alive, but then you see there at the end just barely skimming the fingertips of Anderson.
Set up to Colvin on the slide. Raven Colvin is lethal on the slide as Colvin gets her 9th kill of the matchup. 22-18 Boilers. All-American Chloe Chacoin back to serve for Purdue. Packed down the line. Stuffed at the net. Raven Colvin, her 5th block of the matchup as Dodson was denied.
Once again, we see Raven go up for a block attempt and get it. She's done a phenomenal job, especially in this third set. It seems like UCLA can't do anything to get one by her right now.
Free ball, somehow kept alive by the Bruins. Anderson. Hudson tooling it off the block. UCLA with the opportunity. Kiki Horn cross court, and too hard out of the hands of Horn as Hornung and Hudson weren't able to play that one. Horn now with 9. Eva Hudson trying to limbo under that one.
Not much you can do there.
Not at all. So UCLA with some life here, 23-19. Kate Riley back to serve. Bruins looking for some magic late. Not gonna happen with plays like that. Raven Colvin off the slide, and that brings the faithful at Holloway to their feet as we see set point in set number 3. 24-19, and that will bring Julia Kane off the bench for Dave Shondell and his Purdue Boilermakers. Kane, the serve specialist. Down the line, Leverett keeping it up. It was kept alive off the foot of Anderson, but a side out for UCLA after a big swing from Sheridan Leverett. Set point number 2 now, 24-20. UCLA going to have to fight off 4 more if they want to stay in this set number 3. Kat Lutz back to serve. Boiler fans have the keys out. And the 7th service error for the Bruins spells the end of set number 3. Purdue, not as exciting as sets 1 and 2, but Purdue comes in and gets the 5-point victory in set number 3, and they take Ryan McAleer back to serve as she's continuing her service as she ended set number 3 behind the service line. She'll start set 4 in the same position. Bruins set for Sheridan. What a play for Sheridan Leverett. Her 21st kill of the matchup, leading all hitters.
Yeah, like you were saying there at the end of that third set, they really need to get her more involved, and they're doing it once again early. It's been kind of the same thing for UCLA over and over again here tonight. They get her the ball very early on and often in the beginning of each set, and they kind of tend to fade away from it almost, which doesn't make much sense, like when you said she's got 21 kills here tonight.
Well, a do-or-die scenario here as the Bruins see themselves down 2-1. They're going to need someone other than Sheridan Leverett to wake up. What a pancake dig from Kat Lutz, but wasn't able to keep it off the ground. Knotted up at 1 here, but a great attempt there from Lutz trying to keep that one up on the pancake.
Yeah, that one was very, very close. You can't really see it there from that angle, but it might have barely touched that right side of her hand and the ground at the same time before it bounced back up.
Chloe Chicoine to send it away for the Boilers now. Boiler block active again at the net. A tricky move there from Pack, able to find some real estate and give the Bruins a 2-1 advantage. We've seen that a couple of times tonight in the middle, that sneaky no-look dump. Pack's done it a couple of times here this evening. 3 kills tonight to go along with 37 assists. Only Taylor Anderson has more with 38. Make it 39 after the kill from Raven Colvin. Colvin with her 12th of the matchup. The 3-headed monster for the Purdue Boilermakers. Hudson, Chicoine, and Colvin all in double-digit kills.
Yeah, Colvin's really came alive here at the end of the third set and now at the beginning of this 4th one. We talked about her defense a lot in the third set, but showing what she can do there on the offensive side.
Julia Kane, the serve specialist, now in to serve, the sophomore from Windermere, Florida. Anderson tried to angle that dump. Joust at the net off the hands of Leverett. Back to Hudson. Meyer is able to keep it alive. Back to Hudson. Tooling it off the block, but falling a couple of inches short. Point UCLA. A tough break there for the Boilers.
And sometimes, unfortunately, that's just what happens when you hit the ball that hard. If you're Eva Hudson, you bounces directly off the opponent, and nothing much you can do about that one. Not giving your team a chance to make a play off of that.
The direction's not 100%. 75 to 80 is a good percentage here, but in any event, UCLA will take it, and they will take a 1-point advantage. As Breon sends it away. Back to Hudson, and Hudson able to find the floor on that one. Her 20th kill of the matchup to go along with 12 digs and 3 blocks for the junior.
Yeah, another great swing here from Hudson, getting this one to fall this time. And her and Leverett have really been going back and forth. It's almost like they're battling each other to see who can have the most kills here by the end of this match.
It's that old Nike commercial, the anything you can do, I can do better, as the 2 leaders for these teams standing tall here this evening, as that one slipped off the hands of Taylor Anderson. A mistimed play there for the Boilers. UCLA takes the 1-point advantage. Leilani Dotson back to serve. Anderson down to Hudson again. Back-to-back kills for Eva Hudson. Now evening things up with Sheridan Leverett, Hudson's 21st kill of the matchup, hitting .442.
And not just leveling up right there, but also leveling up the scoreboard now 4-4 here as Purdue looks to take a lead here in this fourth set.
4-4. That one was sailed long from Grace Olson, a swing I'm sure she'd like to have back, but point Purdue as they take the 1-point advantage. See there, that one just went a little bit too long as we've seen Grace Olson make a couple of nice plays here this evening, and that one just missed. Olson getting another opportunity here. Dug up in the back row from Hudson, Anderson to Chicoine. And Chloe Chicoine, her 14th kill of the matchup, gives Purdue a 2-point advantage, 6-4 here early in set number 4.
And Chloe Chicoine has done a great job on that side of the floor here tonight. Doing a great job collecting a lot of kills, like you said, 14 now. Second on the team here for Purdue.
39 attempts for Chicoine here this evening. Hudson out of the back row. Nice dig there from Dewick. Another nice dig out of the back row from Eva Hudson. Lizzie Carr into the game, sends it over. Another nice dig out of the back row. Anderson with a dig. Free ball for the Bruins. Stuff at the net. Lourdes Myers, her 5th block of the matchup, gives Purdue the 3-point advantage.
6'3" Lourdes Myers goes up there and contests beautifully there with Anna Dodson. Able to just put that down perfectly where Anna Dodson didn't have an opportunity to lift that one.
Gymnasium here in set number 4, and again, tonight is the Hammer Down Cancer game. As you notice, the Purdue Boilermakers wearing a different colored jersey. These jerseys will be auctioned off after the game here this evening, and all the money will go to the Purdue Center for Cancer Research. Try to end cancer completely. Talked about it a couple times. We can't talk about it enough as we get back underway here in set number 4. After a couple of tough trips to the net, Anna Dodson finishes that one off for the kill, her 8th of the matchup, 7-5 now Purdue.
Looks like Anna Dodson had a little bit of anger behind that one, getting blocked on her last 2 at times, and she really took it out on that volleyball there.
Frustration swing, she put a dent in the floor. Anderson keeps it alive. What a dig out of the back row from Sydney Breon. But stuffed at the net is Grace Olson. Lourdes Myers again, her 6th block of the matchup to lead all blocks.
6 in this matchup, but 3rd in this set alone. She's done a great job here keeping Purdue in this 4th set, giving them a 3-point lead, and a lot of the credit goes to her on that defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, Myers has been huge for the Boilers, who struggled early on in this one, but have slowly been coming back. What a dig by the libero, Hornung, and down the line to Lizzie Carr. Carr sends that one a little long. The line judge almost took one there.
Looked like you're trying to keep it up themselves, trying to give UCLA to try and make the point themselves instead of letting it go out.
Must have watched the Big Ten volleyball Instagram and Taylor Anderson with her kick save last week. That's insane to me that somebody can a little hacky sack with the volleyball, keep it alive.
Lots and lots of practice has to go into something like that.
Riley sends it away. Anderson tried the no-look. And Raven Colvin finishes that one off. Colvin with her 13th of the matchup. Colvin's hitting over 550 to go along with 5 blocks.
You see that ball kind of just float towards the net, but Colvin does a great job there at meeting Sydney Breon at the net and doing a good job there to finish that one off.
Ryan McAleer down the line. Stuff at the net is Sheridan Leverett. What a beautiful play. Solo block for Taylor Anderson.
UCLA trying to get back into this game, going to who they've gone to all night when they needed a big point, but that time just not able to capitalize. Great defensive play there from the Boilers.
Monster swing from Leverett, as that one split the entire Boiler defense. 10-7 Boilers with the advantage, but Leverett now with 22 kills, leading all hitters.
Might have been some anger behind that one, too. That seemed like it was the hardest hit I've seen from Leverett all night, and that's definitely saying something because she's had some absolute steamers come off her right hand.
Yeah, she was smiling, but the dent in the floor was not. 10-7. Chacoin with a big swing. Down the line. Leverett kept up off the floor. Chacoin. Nice job in the back row by Riley. Big swing tooled off the block for Sheridan Leverett, her 23rd kill of the matchup. She's hitting close to 550, keeping the Bruins in this game.
Like you just said, keeping them in the game. That's 2 points in a row there for Leverett. Now bringing this game within 2 points, and the Bruins starting to pick up some momentum here, looking to try and bring this back within 1.
Kat Lutz back to serve for the Bruins. Blocked at the net is Chloe Chacoin. Leilani Dotson, with her 4th block of the matchup, brings the Bruins within 1. (10-9) here in set number 4. Bruins with the set. On the slide. McAleer keeps it alive. Point UCLA. Out of bounds off the Boilers.
Yeah, that was a really close one. I couldn't really see what happened from here. The ball was dangling right there, right by the net.
And as quickly as you can say that, Dave Shondell reaches into the pocket and pulls out his green card to try to challenge that one. He's going to challenge that there was a touch at the net. We'll have to take a look at this one and see if we can get a good angle there at the net right in front of the line judge.
It's definitely a hard spot to get a good angle from as well, right in that line judge area.
Hey, my friend, if you take a look over there at our net over there, you see that little white box on top?
I do.
That's a camera that runs right down the net. We're going to have a front row shot here, but let's take a look here on this angle. And I'm not really seeing anything there. Not sure. It looks like it goes off the net.
Close. Yeah. It looks like the right hand there of Audrey Pack just barely missed the ball.
The question and what we're looking for is, does the ball hit the hand of the Purdue defender at the net, or does it bounce off the tape and go to the floor? We'll have to see what the call is. This is a big call here because it's the difference of Purdue going up 2 or being tied. So we'll have to see here.
UCLA was just down 4 as well, so them getting this point and tying it up, that's four points in a row for them, and that's definitely good momentum. It's definitely been a little bit more quiet here in this 4th set here at Holloway.
Well, it's a do-or-die set for UCLA, being down 2-1 after losing sets 2 and 3 to the Boilers here. After Purdue woke up after dropping set number 1, they're still over there looking at the call. I'm not quite sure what the call is going to be. We'll get another quick look here. And tell me if you see if it looks like Chloe Chacoin's hand hit that ball.
I can't, if I'm being completely honest, I can't tell from that angle.
Well, we got our answer. And the point will stand. Point UCLA. So Boilers lose one of their timeouts. They do have one remaining.
Even if that was touched, there wasn't enough evidence to overturn that call for sure.
Not at all. UCLA in the midst of a 4-0 scoring run, looking to make it 5 and take a lead here in set 4. Raven Colvin sends that one up into row 64 here at Holloway Gymnasium, but just outside of the line. So point UCLA. UCLA now in the midst of a 5-0 scoring run, looking to do some damage here in set 4. Boilers able to keep it up. Chacoin taps it over. Nice dig there by Leverett. And the directional from Pack there, finding some real estate. 2-point advantage now for UCLA as they're in the midst of a 6-0 run.
That was beautifully placed right there. Finding that back corner just out of the reach of Chloe Chacoin. She did her best to get over there, but when it's placed that perfectly in the back corner, there's not much you can do there.
Lutz sends it away. McAleer has to go to the floor to pick it up. Confusion at the net and make it 7 in a row. And 7 is the threshold as Dave Shawndell wants to take a timeout as UCLA leads 13-10. We'll step away here for just a moment in set 4 in West Lafayette, Indiana.
Sold out for a game like that. When you have those two teams going at it in any sport, it's going to be a sold out crowd.
Yeah, and once the game takes place, they'll set a 39-year-old attendance record, which currently stands at 10,645. It'll be 14,876 on Saturday night, but the Boilers respond coming out of the timeout to get the kill. Eva Hudson, her 22nd kill of the matchup, seconded only by Sheridan Leverett. Chloe Chacoin kisses it off the tape, but it gets over. Mistimed at the net, but Leilani Dodson was able to finish that one off. 14-11 now UCLA.
Yeah, Dodson did a good job there, sneaking that one right past the left arm of Raven Colvin, who's been dominant so far in these last two sets defensively. So getting one past her, definitely a huge momentum boost for Dodson.
Now Audrey Pack behind the service line, trying to pad this 3-point advantage for the Bruins. McAleer keeps it up to Hudson. And Eva Hudson finishes that one off. Her 23rd kill of the matchup to bring the Boilers within 2. Hudson continuing to lead by example. Now Julia Kane coming in to send it away. And Kane sends that one a little bit long. 6th service error for the Purdue Boilermakers here this evening. On par with their season average of a little over 9.5. So UCLA by 3. This is starting to feel very reminiscent of set number 2, where we saw UCLA sort of take a little bit of lead, and then the Boilers, once they start to feel some pressure, started to push back a little. We'll see if the Boilers can turn the corner here or if UCLA can seal the deal in set number 4. Hudson with the tap. What a dig by Horn. A joust at the net. Anderson able to finish it off. Taylor Anderson with her 4th kill of the matchup. A big kill for the Boilers.
And Sigrid Breon had a great opportunity there. Almost got to it. Great hustle play from her. Just not able to get over to that ball in time. And Anderson's going to get the kill once again and bring it back within 2 points here for the Boilermakers.
So now Anderson behind the service line. Set to Horn at the net. And Horn able to find the floor. Kiki Horn with her 10th kill of the matchup.
That sure was close to that line.
Yeah, that one looked like it sailed a little bit long, but the line judge had a good view of it. Horn now the 2nd Bruins player in double figures with her 10th kill of the matchup. And that one sails long out of the hands of Leilani Dodson. The 8th service error of the evening for the UCLA Bruins. Now Eva Hudson, junior outside hitter, sends it away. Pack. Set Olsen at the net, but the Boilers get the ball. Chacoin off the block, a nice dig from Breon. Set again. Hudson is able to keep it up. Not enough Boilers in the area to keep it off the ground. Point UCLA, 17-14 now.
Serving 12, Grace Olsen.
Grace Olsen with the serve. Anderson sets Myers into the block. Somehow Horn turns around, no-looks the ball, and it lands on the other side of the net. Kiki Horn with her 11th. How did that ball get over?
I have no idea, and even more impressive that it falls in there. I mean, it's one thing to turn around and stick your hands out when you see the ball, but to place it that perfectly like she did on that one, that's something that you just don't see very often.
Those are the trying to stay in this one. They have a 4-point advantage as you take another look here at this one. Kiki Horn no-looks it and teardrops it on the other side of the net. Bruins up 4. They're rolling here in set 4. Looking to tie this one up at 2. We're back. Okay, coming out of the last timeout, we saw the upcoming schedule for the Purdue Boilermakers, and now with a 4-point advantage, let's take a look at the upcoming schedule for the UCLA Bruins as they continue their Midwest trip here. A game at Northwestern, then a big matchup at number 3, Penn State. Michigan State, then another matchup against USC, and then a huge matchup up in Eugene, Oregon against the Ducks.
Yeah, definitely tough matchups coming up for this UCLA team, playing the top 10 team here in Purdue and having to play another top 10 team in Penn State, and then 2 more top 20 teams in USC and Oregon.
Out of the timeout, Lizzie Carr with the hammer, finding the floor. Carr's first kill of the matchup. Carr, the 6'6" middle block from Westchester, Pennsylvania. Westchester East. Boilers looking for 2 in a row. Carr there getting her hands up in front of Horn. Kept alive. Chacoin. Into the block and down UCLA with the block that we saw in set number 1, extending the lead to 4, 19-15 now.
Yeah, Purdue's going to need to look at some sort of comeback like they had in that second set. We obviously seeing them do that exact same thing in the second set, but now down by 4, and UCLA seeming to have most of the momentum here in this 4th set. They're going to have to come up with a big play here to sway that back into their favor.
19-15 now. Miscommunication with the Boilers at the net. We've seen that a couple of times. They've been out of sorts here in set number 4, and UCLA taking well advantage. So a 5-point advantage now for UCLA. Anderson to Chacoin. Chacoin gets it over that big block of the Bruins. Hornung was able to keep it up. Tapped over the hands of Lizzie Carr and Taylor Anderson. UCLA extending the lead to 6.
Let's get a second look at this one. Beautiful placement in that back left corner there by who else? None other than Sheridan Leverett. She's just played phenomenal volleyball all day long here today, and she continues to help UCLA when they need her the most.
24 kills for Leverett, a new career high. Raven Colvin hammers that one down and finds the range. Colvin with 13 now, hitting over 475. Boilers still down by 5 though. Gonna have to go on one of those late set runs here. This is similar to what we saw in set number 2. McAleer with her 3rd ace of the matchup. Ryan McAleer with 13 service aces now on the season. A great showing for the freshman here this evening. Boilers within 4. McAleer not able to find the range, and a huge swing, another kill for Sheridan Leverett, her 25th. She continues to set her career high in kills. 25 kills and 4 digs. A junior from Hampton, Georgia. Now an opportunity for UCLA to get ever closer to that mark of 25. Colvin with the touch. UCLA keeps it alive. Raven Colvin was able to finish. Into the net was called for UCLA, 22-18, as Colvin gets her 14th. Now Chloe Chicoine back behind the service line. And Chicoine with the service error. A tough break for the Boilers there. 23-18 now, UCLA only 2 points away from tying this one up and sending it to the deciding set number 5. Audrey Pack to send it away. Both teams hitting a equal 59.1 on a side out, but Raven Colvin says, I don't need a side out. I'm going to come right up the middle with the hammer.
Raven Colvin coming alive here in this end go of this 4th set. Purdue trying to make a comeback, had a mistake, and then Raven Colvin comes down with a hit like that, bringing some life into these Boilermakers.
Colvin 14 kills, hitting 500, but Sheridan Leverett says, we aren't done yet. Leverett with her 26th, and now UCLA sees set point in set number 4. Bruins hitting 273 here in set number 4. Boilers only hitting 188. Breon tries to finish it off. Down the line to Hudson. Nice dig from Breon out of the back row. And that will do it for set number 4. Kiki Horn finishing things off. Her 12th kill of the matchup. And partner, we are headed to set number 5. After a big set number 4 for the UCLA Bruins. They're trying to get their sometimes mysterious set number 5. Set number 5 is like game 7, anything can happen. But both of these teams have shown, have excelled at certain points, but different points of the match tonight. Now it's a shoot to 15. Set number 5 only goes to 15, have to win by 2. But this is a speed race to 15. Which one of these teams do you think holds the advantage?
I would definitely have to say Purdue here. Playing at home always helps. Getting the first point of the set obviously also helps. But when you're playing in an environment like Holloway, you have to think that the advantage will go to the home team, which is the Purdue Boilermakers.
Boilers are 1-1 in 5-set matches here this evening. They beat Minnesota in 5 on September 28th. And they lost to Nebraska last Friday night in 5. Up 1-0 here. Tied at 1 now after the service ace from Raven Colvin goes into the net. Both teams now with 8 service aces apiece.
And those ones always hurt a little bit extra when you're in that 5th and final set. Like you said, only to 15, so every point counts just a little bit more. So when you have mistakes like that, definitely hurts you.
Bruins looking to win their 3rd matchup against the Purdue Boilermakers all time. Boilers looking for their 1st. Off the hands of Hudson Toole, the block of the Bruins. Chicoine somehow keeps it alive. Eva Hudson again. Nice dig there by Riley to keep it alive. Into the block, Lourdes Myers. Myers with her 7th block of the matchup. The Boilers 13th as a team. That was Sheridan Leverett getting stuff there at the net. Surprising Leverett went with the touch pass there as she's been hitting the ball efficiently hard off her hand at the middle there tonight.
As we see her go to it right there, and what would you know, there's a point for UCLA.
No touch there as Leverett getting her 27th kill of the matchup to lead all hitters. We mentioned earlier on in this broadcast the career high of kills for Sheridan Leverett before tonight, 19 against Oregon State, November of 2023. She sits at 27 right now, absolutely destroying her career mark. Hoping to take the victory back to Los Angeles with her this evening. Pack sends it away. Hudson plays it. Anderson back to Hudson. Eva Hudson, her 24th. Boilers lead by 1.
And there's the kill. now with her 24th. She's been absolutely on fire with her swings. She had a couple two blocked before that, but then she gets to the net and she throws that one down right in the middle of the UCLA defenders.
Block at the net. Lourdes Myers, her 8th of the matchup. Boilers lead by 2. Great play there as Purdue claiming the momentum here in set number 5. Nice set and finish for Leilani Dotson. Dotson with her 7th kill of the matchup. 4-3 Purdue. Sydney Breon and Kiki Horn back in the rotation for the Bruins.
And just like we saw in those first 4 sets, back and forth we go here early on in this 5th and final set.
We wouldn't have it any other way. We thank you for joining us here again this evening on Big Ten Plus. Hudson wasn't able to get under that one enough, and it touches the floor. Back-to-back points for UCLA, and what a surprise, we're tied at 4.
Just seems like no one can really find that momentum until somewhere in the middle of each set. And with this set being shortened here, you're going to need to find that a little bit earlier if you don't want it to come directly down to the wire.
Hudson sets it, Anderson down to Chacoin. Chloe Chacoin, her 15th kill of the matchup. The sophomore has a double-double to go along with 11 assists.
Chacoin has looked great all night from that spot. She's done her job, and Purdue keeps feeding her because they want to give her those opportunities. Lots of attempts, lots of kills for Chloe Chacoin.
Correction, Chloe Chacoin with 15 kills and 11 digs. Also has 1 block. Now Allie Hornung back to serve it away for the Boilers, up 1. Set. Dug out by Eva Hudson after a big swing. Chacoin gets it over the block. A nice job by Dewick to keep it alive. Tooled off the block to Colvin. Raven Colvin, period. Colvin with her 16th of the matchup. Boilers up 2.
Colvin, time and time again here tonight, has came through in the biggest moments for the Purdue Boilermakers, and once again in the 6th set, now giving Purdue a 2-point lead.
Set again, tooled off the block, a big swing from Grace Olson. Olson with her 5th kill of the matchup. Boilers still lead by 1. Joy Ume coming in. Ume, the 5'8" grad student. Set by Anderson. Raven Colvin down the middle. Colvin with a big swing, her 17th kill of the matchup. Boilers lead by 2.
There's not much more we can say about Raven Colvin here tonight. She's been absolutely phenomenal both sides of the ball. She continues to help her team out in big moments just like that. We saw it right there. Now 7-5 with Purdue in the lead.
Ryan McAleer in to serve with 3 service aces this evening. Raven Colvin is her. And she says, let's go as the Boilers lead by 3. 8-5, and we switch sides.
Unbelievable. Raven Colvin, 3 plays in a row. 2 huge swings and then a huge block there. UCLA had a chance to get it in play, but Dotson was not able to successfully keep it in play, tipping that one out of bounds.
So Purdue leads 8-5. We'll step away for
Leverett as much as possible. They haven't got it to her yet in this fifth and a final set. But they decided to go to Dotson there, and it pays off for them.
Yeah, Dotson continuing to pick on Allie Hornung. Hornung was lucky to get her hands up in front of this one. Dotson with the destroyer. 11th kill of the matchup. 8-6 now. As Grace Olson's back to serve for the Bruins. Chloe Chacoin. UCLA able to keep it off the floor. Free ball for the Boilers. Taylor Anderson. Sneaky with the dump. 9-6 Boilers.
And Anderson's been doing that effectively all night long, and when it counts the most, she brings it up again and gets barely sneaking it by the hands of number 6, Peyton Dewick. And now 3-point lead here for the Boilermakers, 9-6.
Anderson 5 kills, hitting .400, also 51 assists. What a dig from Hornung out of the back row. Hudson just has to get it over. Free ball for the Bruins. And a finish from Anna Dodson on the slide. 9-7 now. Sheridan Leverett coming back in the rotation. Also joined by her teammate Kate Riley. The aforementioned Riley back to serve. 2-point ball game here in set 5. 10th ranked Purdue Boilermakers. UCLA looking for their second top 25 victory in consecutive weeks. Hudson tooling it off the block. Back to Leverett. And Sheridan Leverett continues her offensive dominance. 28th kill of the matchup, a career high. Riley sends it away. McAleer plays it. Anderson to Hudson. Hudson with the tap. Bruins not able to get it over. A nice attempt there on the pancake, but Eva Hudson getting her 25th kill of the matchup. A double-double for the junior to go along with 17 digs.
We'll see this on the replay. Unfortunately blocked by there was Kate Riley, who blocked the diving attempt from Leverett. That was very, very, very close. Could not really tell from where we're sitting, but obviously UCLA and Leverett clearly thought that ball was played cleanly.
Yeah, and Alfie Ref couldn't get the challenge card out of his pocket quick enough. He said, hey, let's challenge that, and at the very least, get an extra timeout out of this one here to have a conversation. But taking a look here and see if we can see. I think they're challenging the touches. There's 1, there's 2, 3, 4. Yep. So they were challenging if there was 4 touches. So this one should be a pretty quick review. As we sit right now, it is 10-8. We are in set number 5. Bruins won set 1, Boilers won 2 and 3, Bruins won 4. And after the review, the call is confirmed. Point Purdue, 10-8. A big call now as Purdue's 5 away. Julia Kane, service specialist, in to serve it away. 10-8. Boilers looking for their first victory over UCLA in program history. A program that started 50 years ago. Stuffed at the net is Sheridan Leverett. By who else? Taylor Anderson. Anderson with her 5th block of the matchup. Boilers up 3. Energy being breathed through this building here in... (11-8), set number 5. UCLA down 3, looking for something out of this timeout. Boilers looking to finish it off. Just able to keep it up off the hands of Julia Kane. Taylor Anderson with the dump. A signature dump for the setter. Anderson gives the Boilers a 4-point lead.
She's been doing it all night long, and UCLA just can't seem to recognize it. Every single time Anderson's gone for that dump, it has resulted in a point for the Boilermakers.
6 of 11, Anderson hitting .455 with 51 assists. A tough break for the Boilers, though, a service error out of the hands of Julia Kane. The 9th service error for the Boilers here this evening. Purdue still leads by 3. Kat Lutz back to send it away for UCLA, looking to break into the double digits. Set for Hudson. Nice dig out of the back row from Riley. On the slide, and the finish from Leilani Dotson. Dotson with her 8th kill of the matchup, a 2-point ball game.
And that right there showing Dotson's great body control there. She's fading away to the right and still able to get that arm across with backside, and Anderson was just not able to react to that steamer right there.
12-10. Anderson with the dump again. Taylor Anderson has been an absolute monster here in set number 5, her 7th kill of the matchup.
With the way she's been playing with that dump, why not just keep giving it to her? Because eventually it's going to set up huge kill opportunities for this Purdue Boilermakers team. And as long as it's still working, just keep going on to that dump if you're Anderson.
Anderson 7 of 12, hitting 500, 51 assists, 12 digs to Hudson. Off the block, kept alive. Joust at the net. UCLA kept it alive. Another joust. Not able to be kept alive. Point UCLA, 13-11.
Huge play from UCLA, not getting that one, not letting it get out of control. If you go down 4 here, that's probably game, but able to stay alive here, get that point, sneak it past Anderson. That one goes out of bounds, but there will be a challenge here from Purdue.
It appears as if Dave Shondell would like to challenge that, as he has a challenge remaining.
Might as well use it if you have it, especially with a game this close.
Use it if you got them. This would be a huge turn of events. It would be 14-10 then, and Purdue will be looking at set point evening. Thank you for joining us here on Big Ten Plus into your living rooms here this evening. I'm Craig Combs. He's TJ Silkaitis, the debuting TJ Silkaitis. And we're gonna see here, they're challenging. We're gonna get the answer here. And it looks like the call was confirmed, point UCLA, and the possibility of Dave Shondell using that last challenge as a mock timeout, if you will, to give his team a couple of seconds to discuss it. We saw Dave Shondell do that the other night against number 2 Nebraska. 13-11. UCLA with the ball. Audrey Pack sends it away. Service error, Bruins. Their 9th of the matchup sees set point, 14-11.
And that's a tough one to swallow if you're UCLA, barely getting it out. Now here's Eva Hudson to serve it.
Hudson sends it away. Blocked at the net. UCLA gets it over somehow. Set for Lourdes Myers. Nice dig for Leverett. Off the block. Chacoin keeps it alive. Kenna Woolard. Lourdes Myers. Game, set, match. Boilers win 15-11 in 5. They beat the UCLA Bruins for the first time in program history. 3-2. The Boilers on top.
And you wouldn't have it any other way. Your first win against a program in history, coming down to a 5th set, just a 4-point game. This absolutely incredible game from both teams, but Purdue able just to sneak it out there at the end, coming away with the victory.
Both of these teams going back and forth with near almost identical numbers across the board in service errors, set attempts, side outs. The Boilers and the Bruins with a 5-set instant classic here tonight in Holloway Gymnasium. But the 10th ranked Boilermakers just a little bit better, able to hang in there and pick up the huge victory here tonight in front of the home crowd.
As long as this challenge doesn't overturn anything. Second challenge.
Oh, wait, just a moment.
Hey, well, you did say it earlier. If you got it, you might as well use it, right?
Alfie Ref trying to throw up the Hail Mary, if you will, hoping this call goes in the Bruins' favor. And we're going to get a decision pretty quickly.
Fans are already leaving, and that's going to do it. Purdue Boilermakers beat UCLA in a great 5-match game here tonight.
Yeah, a great matchup. A lot of numbers across the board. Again, UCLA picking up the loss, but Sheridan Leverett, a monster evening for her, setting some records, a new high in career kills. But the Purdue Boilermakers just a little bit better. Eva Hudson, Raven Colvin, Chloe Chicoine, 24, 17, and 15 kills respectively.